Why most seniors pass away after 70. These 5 reasons might shock you. People often wonder why so many seniors seem to pass away after the age of 70. It might seem like a coincidence, but the truth is that there are real, concrete reasons behind this trend. While some might think it's all about old age catching up with them, there's much more to it. What's even more surprising is that the reasons behind this pattern are not always what you'd expect. In fact, there are 5 key reasons why this happens, and some of them might leave you feeling stunned. These reasons are backed by data from existing case studies and research, making it clear that this isn't just a matter of chance. One of the most significant reasons seniors pass away after 70 is the natural wear and tear on the human body. Over time, the human body faces continuous stress from the environment, lifestyle choices, and even genetic factors. Imagine it as a machine that has been operating for several decades. Regardless of how well it is maintained, certain components inevitably begin to break down. This gradual deterioration affects essential parts of the body, including organs, bones, and muscles. For example, the heart, which works without pause from birth, can develop serious conditions like heart disease or heart failure. Research indicates that nearly 1 out of every 4 seniors aged 70 and older encounters heart complications that contribute to their passing. The heart's health is crucial because it is responsible for circulating blood throughout the body, providing oxygen and nutrients to every cell. As people age, the heart's efficiency decreases, the heart muscle may thicken, and its ability to pump blood effectively can be reduced. This strain increases the risk of heart disease, which is one of the leading causes of death in seniors. Moreover, aging reduces the elasticity of blood vessels, making them stiffer and less flexible. As a result, blood pressure rises, putting more stress on the cardiovascular system. Elevated blood pressure, also known as hypertension, is a major risk factor for heart attacks and strokes. Studies show that seniors with high blood pressure are significantly more likely to experience a stroke than younger adults with the same condition. The impact of this wear and tear is not limited to the heart alone. Bones and joints also experience significant degeneration. As people age, their bones lose density and become more fragile. This condition, known as osteoporosis, makes seniors more susceptible to fractures and breaks. Even a minor fall can result in a broken hip or other serious injuries. Hip fractures, in particular, are linked to a substantial increase in mortality rates for seniors. Research has shown that within 1 year of experiencing a hip fracture, many seniors face an increased risk of death due to complications such as infections, blood clots, or reduced mobility. This highlights how physical injuries at an older age can have far-reaching consequences. Muscles also lose mass and strength over time, a process known as sarcopenia. This natural loss of muscle tissue makes it harder for seniors to maintain balance and stability, increasing the likelihood of falls. Falls are one of the most common causes of injury deaths among seniors. The loss of muscle strength is further exacerbated by reduced physical activity. As seniors often become less active with age, without regular exercise, muscle loss accelerates, making it even more difficult for seniors to remain physically independent. This reduced physical independence can negatively impact their mental well-being, as feelings of helplessness and loss of control over one's body contribute to emotional distress. Another factor tied to the wear and tear of the body is the decline of the body's repair mechanisms. When the body is young, it can repair damaged tissues and cells more effectively. However, as people age, the rate of cellular repair slows down. The production of new cells decreases, and existing cells become less efficient at replacing damaged ones. This slower repair process affects the immune system, making it more challenging for seniors to recover from illnesses, infections, and injuries. As a result, seniors are more vulnerable to prolonged recovery times, which can increase the likelihood of complications. This cumulative effect of physical decline, weakened heart function, brittle bones, muscle loss, and slower cell repair places significant stress on the body. Over time, the body's ability to cope with multiple health challenges diminishes. For seniors, aged 70 and older, these combined factors create a tipping point, where the body's resilience is no longer enough to sustain life. Unlike younger people who can recover from illnesses, injuries, or physical setbacks, seniors often face a cascade of health issues that become too overwhelming for the body to handle. This is why the rate of mortality increases significantly after the age of 70. The wear and tear on the body are not isolated to one system or organ. Instead, it is a cumulative burden that affects the body as a whole. Understanding this process highlights the importance of preventative health care, physical activity, and healthy lifestyle choices throughout life to mitigate the impact of aging on the body. Another factor that plays a major role is the weakening of the immune system. As people age, their immune response slows down. This process is known as immune senescence. It means that the body's ability to fight off infections, bacteria, and viruses becomes significantly weaker than it was during earlier years. As a result, seniors become more vulnerable to illnesses such as pneumonia and influenza. Data from health organizations reveal that seniors aged 70 and older are several times more likely to be hospitalized or die from the flu compared to younger adults. While a young person's immune system can quickly identify and combat infections, a senior's immune system struggles to respond with the same efficiency. This delayed response increases the risk of infections becoming severe or life-threatening. The immune system's decline is linked to a reduction in the production of white blood cells, which are essential for identifying and attacking foreign invaders in the body. In younger people, white blood cells respond rapidly to infection. But in seniors, the production and activity of these cells are slower and less effective. This reduction in immune response means that infections linger longer in the body, giving them more time to spread and cause complications. In many cases, infections that might be mild in younger adults can escalate to severe conditions. In seniors, pneumonia is a prime example. For a younger individual, pneumonia might be treatable with antibiotics and bed rest. For a senior, however, it can lead to hospitalization, respiratory failure, or even death. Compounding this issue is the presence of chronic health conditions that are more common among seniors. Diseases like diabetes, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and cardiovascular issues weaken the immune system further. When the body is already dealing with one or more chronic conditions, its ability to mount an immune response to new threats is significantly reduced. For instance, diabetes affects blood flow and slows the body's ability to heal. This makes it harder for seniors with diabetes to recover from infections. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease compromises lung function, making seniors more susceptible to respiratory infections like pneumonia or bronchitis. As the immune system is already strained managing these chronic issues, it has fewer resources to dedicate to fighting off new infections. Vaccination is often recommended for seniors to help reduce the risk of infections like influenza or pneumonia. However, even vaccines may not work as effectively in seniors compared to younger adults. This is because the immune system's ability to recognize and respond to vaccines is also diminished. While vaccines do offer some level of protection, the body's immune memory, its ability to remember and fight off familiar pathogens, is not as strong in seniors. This is why health officials emphasize the importance of annual flu shots and pneumonia vaccines for seniors, as they provide an added layer of defense even if they are not as effective as they are for younger individuals. Another overlooked consequence of a weakened immune system is the risk posed by simple infections. A common cold, for instance, is usually a minor inconvenience for younger adults, but for seniors, a cold can lead to bronchitis or pneumonia, particularly if the immune system is already compromised. The common cold can also exacerbate existing chronic conditions like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or asthma, making breathing more difficult and increasing the risk of hospitalization. These cascading effects highlight how a simple virus can set off a chain reaction of health issues for seniors. With limited immune capacity and existing health challenges, the body's defenses are overwhelmed, allowing minor infections to spiral into life-threatening situations. In short, the immune system's weakening with age leaves seniors more exposed to infections, bacteria, and viruses. This natural decline, known as immune senescence, reduces the production and function of white blood cells, making it harder for seniors to fight off infections. Chronic health conditions like diabetes and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease further impair the immune system's ability to respond. Vaccinations provide some protection, but they are not as effective in seniors due to reduced immune memory. The combination of these factors means that Illnesses that are manageable for younger adults can become severe or deadly for seniors. This is why seniors are at higher risk of hospitalization and death from influenza. As the immune system weakens, the body's ability to handle even minor infections diminishes, making it one of the leading contributors to mortality after the age of 70. Emotional health also plays a large but often overlooked role in senior mortality. Loneliness and social isolation are powerful forces that can impact overall health. When seniors lose their spouses, friends, or close family members, the emotional strain can take a serious toll on their physical health. This emotional impact is not just in their minds, it affects their bodies too. Research has shown that seniors who experience long-term loneliness have a much higher risk of developing heart disease, stroke, and depression. The stress caused by loneliness triggers the release of cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone that negatively affects the heart and immune system. Over time, prolonged exposure to high cortisol levels weakens the immune response and increases inflammation in the body. This combination creates a fertile ground for chronic illnesses to develop, leading to more hospitalizations and health complications. Multiple studies confirm that people who feel socially isolated are about 50% more likely to die prematurely than those who have strong social connections. This staggering statistic underscores the profound influence that social bonds have on physical health. For seniors, these social ties often dwindle with age. As more friends and family members pass away, their support networks shrink, and their sense of isolation grows. For many seniors, retirement also plays a role in this process. Leaving the workforce means the loss of daily social interactions with colleagues, which further increases the likelihood of isolation. Without regular social engagement, seniors are more prone to feelings of sadness, loneliness, and even hopelessness. The emotional burden caused by isolation can be overwhelming for seniors, especially after 70, when social circles tend to narrow even further. The emotional pain that comes with the loss of loved ones is difficult to process, and for many seniors, it leads to symptoms of depression. Depression in seniors often goes undiagnosed, because its symptoms, such as fatigue, sleep disturbances, and appetite changes, can be mistaken for natural signs of aging. However, untreated depression increases the risk of developing physical health problems, as it impacts sleep quality and appetite, both of which are crucial for maintaining overall health. Poor sleep and inadequate nutrition weaken the immune system, leaving seniors more susceptible to infections and chronic diseases. Social isolation does not only affect mental health, it also alters daily habits and routines. For example, seniors who live alone are less likely to cook nutritious meals for themselves, which leads to poor dietary choices. Over time, malnutrition can weaken the body's immune system, making it harder to fight off infections. In some cases, seniors may also neglect basic health needs, such as doctor's visits or medication management, due to a lack of social support. Without someone to remind them or offer help, small health issues can escalate into serious conditions. Moreover, loneliness affects physical activity levels. Seniors who feel isolated are less likely to engage in physical exercise, which further increases the risk of chronic conditions like obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Physical activity is crucial for maintaining heart health, joint flexibility, and muscle strength. When seniors reduce their physical activity due to isolation, they experience muscle loss, reduced cardiovascular fitness, and an increased risk of falls and fractures. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization amongst seniors, and once hospitalized, their overall health can rapidly decline. In short, emotional health is a major but often underestimated factor in senior mortality. Loneliness and social isolation disrupt mental well-being and cause physical harm by increasing cortisol levels, which weaken the heart and immune system. As seniors lose loved ones and social networks shrink, their emotional burden grows, leading to depression, poor lifestyle choices, and reduced physical activity. All these factors combine to create a higher risk of mortality. Addressing social isolation through community programs, senior support groups, and regular family visits can significantly improve the well-being and longevity of seniors after 70. Another surprising reason seniors often pass away after 70 is related to lifestyle changes. As people retire, they often experience a major shift in daily routines. While retirement might sound like a period of rest and relaxation, the sudden change can lead to decreased physical activity and mental stimulation. A lack of daily structure can cause seniors to become more sedentary, spending more time sitting or lying down, though this leads to a higher risk of health issues like obesity, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular disease. Inactivity also leads to muscle loss, which increases the risk of falls and fractures. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization among seniors, and many seniors face a significant decline in overall health after a serious fall. One notable case study revealed that seniors who reduced their daily physical activity after retirement were twice as likely to experience serious health issues within 5 years. The mental impact of lifestyle changes is equally significant. With less mental stimulation, cognitive decline speeds up. Conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease become more common after 70, especially when seniors do not engage in regular mental challenges like puzzles, learning new skills, or socializing. The brain thrives on stimulation, and when daily routines become monotonous or inactive, cognitive abilities can weaken. Studies have shown that seniors who engage in mentally stimulating activities like reading, problem solving, or learning new languages have a much lower risk of developing dementia compared to those who do not. This decline is not just a result of age, it is also a consequence of reduced mental engagement. Lifestyle changes following retirement often result in changes to sleep patterns as well. Without a fixed work schedule, some seniors develop inconsistent sleep routines, leading to poor quality sleep. Sleep is essential for overall health, as it allows the body to repair tissues and the brain to consolidate memories. Poor sleep increases the risk of mental health issues like anxiety and depression, which further disrupt daily life and reduce motivation to stay physically and mentally active. Seniors who experience chronic sleep problems are at a higher risk of cognitive decline, memory issues, and weakened immune function, making them more susceptible to infections and chronic diseases. Social isolation is another major lifestyle change that occurs after retirement. Without daily interactions with co-workers and colleagues, seniors may experience a reduced sense of purpose and fewer social connections. Humans are social creatures, and isolation negatively affects both mental and physical health. Research has shown that socially isolated seniors have a 50% higher risk of premature death compared to those who maintain strong social ties. This is because social interactions stimulate mental engagement, promote physical activity, and encourage better emotional well-being. Without these interactions, seniors are more likely to become sedentary, feel lonely, and experience depression, all of which contribute to a decline in health. Financial changes also play a role. Many retirees live on fixed incomes, which may limit their ability to access quality health care, purchase nutritious food, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Some seniors may cut back on gym memberships, social activities, or medical appointments due to financial constraints. This reduction in healthy behaviors further increases the risk of chronic diseases and health complications. Financial stress can also impact mental health, leading to anxiety and a sense of insecurity. These stressors further reduce motivation to stay physically active and socially engaged, ultimately impacting overall health and well-being. In short, lifestyle changes following retirement affect both physical and mental health. The shift in routine often leads to increased sedentary behavior, reduced physical activity, cognitive decline, disrupted sleep patterns, and social isolation. These changes create a chain reaction that impacts heart health, immune function, and mental well-being. Combined, these factors significantly increase the likelihood of seniors experiencing serious health issues or passing away after 70. Addressing these lifestyle changes through social programs, community activities, and financial support can help seniors maintain healthier, more active lives beyond retirement. The fifth and final reason, and perhaps the most shocking, is the concept of letting go. This isn't a medical term, but it's a real psychological phenomenon observed in seniors. After the age of 70, many people feel that they have lived a full life and may no longer have the same drive to keep going. This is particularly true after experiencing major life events like the death of a spouse, serious illness, or the loss of independence. It's been documented that people's mental willpower plays a role in their overall health. For example, studies have found that people who have a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer. On the other hand, those who feel like they've accomplished everything are more likely to pass away shortly after achieving major milestones like retirement, the birth of a grandchild, or the completion of a big life goal. The mind and body are deeply connected, and when the mind stops fighting, the body often follows. Medical professionals have observed this trend in hospice care, where patients' health rapidly declines after they give up mentally. It's a stark reminder of how powerful the mind is in controlling the body's survival. When you put all these factors together, it's easy to see why many seniors pass away after 70. It's not just about age, it's about the combination of physical, emotional, and mental changes that happen over time. While some of these factors are beyond our control, others can be addressed. For example, regular exercise, social connections, and mental challenges can help reduce the impact of physical decline, emotional loneliness, and cognitive slowdown. Preventative healthcare, regular checkups, and vaccinations can strengthen the immune system and reduce the risk of deadly infections. Maintaining a sense of purpose and setting new life goals can also make a difference in a senior's will to live. The human body and mind are resilient, but they're also deeply interconnected. Understanding these 5 reasons helps us see that aging is not just about getting older, it's about managing the changes that come with it.